Hey guys, I'm Ethan Moore from Stockholm Supply. Today we're going to be talking about, is it worth putting a 220 volt circuit in your shop? I know a lot of guys have 220 volt already, and a lot of guys are considering whether it's worth the investment if you don't already have it. So the obvious thing about 220 volt is you have access to bigger machinery, more horsepower machinery, but there are some things that a lot of people don't think about when they're looking at whether it is worth it to put 220 volt in there. And the first thing I want to mention is how the motors are made. So we're going to use this. This is a 2 horsepower dust collector. And then we got a 2.7 horsepower cam vac. This is 110 volt. This is 220 volt. Now, if we look at the cord here that comes off this is going to be so hard to see with the camera. But this right here is a 14 gauge wire. So 14 gauge wire on this 110 volt dust collector here. Now on this 220 volt, this is, you find it here, right there, it is a 16 gauge wire. Now the smaller the number, the bigger the wire. The bigger the wire, the more copper is inside there. Now a 220 volt motor, even though this has more horsepower, because it operates at 220 volt, it actually runs at less amperage. When you have less amperage, that means less heat is built up. So it requires a smaller, you don't need as big of wire to get that higher voltage and less amperage through. So what I'm trying to say here is, when they build a 220 volt machine, there is actually some cost savings that gets passed along to the customer because there's, in general, smaller motors because there's less copper and smaller wires that go into it. So something that happens, two things will happen. Like this is a Raycon lathe. This is a discontinued machine, but that's okay. So they have a 16-inch lathe. It's a 1.5 horsepower, 220 volt, okay? And it's sold for $3,000 Canadian. Now they have the identical lathe, identical horsepower, 1.5 horsepower, though it's 110 volt, but it's sold for $3,300. So it's actually $300 more, same size motor, same horsepower, though at 110 volt. And the reason that is that 1.5 horsepower motor is more expensive, and that gets passed along to the customer. So that's where you get that $300 difference there. So more expensive for the 110 volt. But, or the other thing that'll happen, this is the Laguna 1836. The 110 volt, they're both $3,000 USD. I don't know how accurate this price is. This is just off website here. The 110 volt has a 1.5 horsepower motor, where the 220 volt option has a 2 horsepower motor. So for the same price, if you get the 220 volt version, you get an extra half horsepower, but that's where you get the same price here. So it's kind of interesting. So there is actually some cost savings just even in when you go machinery shopping if you have access to 220 volt. The other thing to, not as noticeable, but 220 volts, this was how it explained to me way back in high school, but 110 volt, so you imagine you have a canoe. There's a single person in your canoe paddling. That person has to paddle pretty hard to keep up the speed of that canoe. That's 110 volt. Now, if you have 220 volt, imagine 2 people in the canoe, and they're both paddling. Now, those 2 people have to paddle half as hard as that one person. And they may even find they have to paddle a little less than half as hard because they're paddling on opposite sides and everything is kind of synchronized there. So what happens with 220 volt, because you have an extra paddler, because there's less heat loss, because you're running at lower amperage, you will actually find there is a little bit of efficiency, a little bit of savings in your power bill running a 220 volt machine compared to a 110 volt machine. Not a lot, but it is slightly more efficient generally to run 220 volt than it is 110 volt. And then of course, way less likely to blow any breakers with a 220-volt machine compared to a 110 volt. So, yeah, there's just some kind of interesting things that you don't necessarily think about when you're considering wiring for 220 volt, but it's definitely something to consider if you have that option, because there is actually, beyond just having access to larger, more powerful machines, there are some potential cost savings associated with it as well. So yeah, if anybody else has any questions, you can email me at info@stockhamsupply.com, or just comment on the video. If you want to see future videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell button. Thanks for watching.
Ethan?
Yes.
Couple notes.
Sure.
Number one, synchronized, not synchronized. Also, I love the canoe analogy. It's so Canadian.
It's very Canadian.
Of course, Canadian high school teaches you stuff
They
about...
did. Like, that's how my electricity, and it's a bigger difference actually when you go up to commercial voltage, where they have 3-phase, like 600 volt. That's when it makes a really big difference with efficiency. So that's why all those commercial shops, even if it's a lower horsepower motor, they're running like really high voltage. So, kind of interesting.
Do they measure it in moose?
They do not.
Disappointing.
Yes.